Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to sum all odd Fibonacci numbers. Given a position number integer, or given a positive integer n, num, return the sum of all odd Fibonacci numbers that are less than or equal to n, to num. The first two numbers in the Fibonacci sequence are 1 and 1. Every additional number is the sequence. In the sequence is the sum of the two previous numbers. The first six numbers of the Fibonacci sequence are 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. For example, sum of fibs should return 10 because all the odd Fibonacci numbers less than or equal to 10 are 1, 1, 3, and 5. That means 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 3 is 5, and plus 5 is 10. 2 is not in there because it's even. And 8 is also not in there because it's even. So yeah, this is a very straightforward computer science program. So the sum of fibs of 1 should return a number. So let's first off start by just let the result equal to this guy so that we can see what we're working with. And then we console.log the result. Cool. So right now we're just returning the exact number that we came in with. Yeah, I think a good way to do this would be, well, we need to have something to start with, right? So let the first two values of Fibonacci sequence, and we're going to set that equal to 0 and 1. Cool. So I think, and then let's do a, well, let's just go, yeah, we could go, okay, Fibonacci sequence. And then we're going to say the counter is equal to Fibonacci sequence at position Fibonacci sequence dot length and then Fibonacci sequence dot length minus 1 plus Fibonacci sequence dot length Fibonacci length minus 1 plus Fibonacci sequence at position Fibonacci sequence dot length. Let's see what happens when we console.log the counter. Counter is not. Oh, we need to say let the counter. Okay, it's not a number. So, well, let's first off try to console log this. Does this turn into a number? Okay, this is. And that's the length minus 1. Okay, and then what about minus 2? Would that give us 0? Cool. Okay, so we want to do Fibonacci sequence dot length minus, well, let's start with 2 and then go minus 1. Cool. And so I can get rid of this console log now. I'm going to move this over so we have more of a view of what's going on. And I'm going to tab this out here. So our counter is equal to the Fibonacci sequence, the length minus 2, and the Fibonacci sequence dot length minus 1. So this is right now Fibonacci sequence. If we were to console.log this, you're going to see that this is equal to 0. And then this one is equal to 1, right? So we've got, let's not do the result. So right now at -1, we're getting 1. And then at 2, we're getting the position 0 is there. And now what we want to do is say, I think we could go like, while the counter is less than the number, then we want to go Fibonacci sequence dot push And right now the counter should be 1, right? Yeah. We can get rid of this console log now. The counter is going to be 1. So we're going to push on the new value for the counter. And then we're going to make right. And then if we console.log the Fibonacci sequence here. Uh-oh. Oh. And then we need to, while the counter is less than number, we need to make the counter increase. So right now we're getting an infinite loop down there. That's what's messing with us. So we want to go counter, and then we just kind of recalculate it. Cool. Okay, so what we do here is we add to the Fibonacci sequence, and then we recalculate the counter. And we return the number. But we don't want to return number. We want to return something else. But so for now, let's return Fibonacci sequence and see what happens when we get to our result. And I'm going to get rid of all of our console logs except for the result now, so that we can think a little clearly on this. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and now we're on this Fibonacci sequence. If we go to 10, we should have the Fibonacci sequence 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So we've got the Fibonacci sequences. So this is sort of like how to get the Fibonacci sequence up to there, but we don't want that. We want to find the sum of the odd numbers, right? Yeah, sum of fib. Find two numbers in the, given a positive integer, return the sum of all the odd numbers. Okay, cool. So, well, there's a few ways we could do this. Now that we have a Fibonacci sequence, we could go Fibonacci sequence dot for each. And then in here we could go function, and then we would say the number. And then we could have a sum, create a sum variable, right? So we're going to let the sum of odd Fibonacci numbers. We're going to set that equal to 0. And then, so for each one, we can do this, well, if the number, right now, let's say we console.log the number, we're going to get 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, right? We'll get rid of the result for now. So this is what we're working with. And so with each one of these numbers, we can say, is that evenly divisible by 2 is equal to 0, right? So if you divide, so the number is if it's even. This is basically how to say if it's even, because like 4 is evenly divisible by 2. 4 modulo 2 is equal to 0. 5 modulo 2 is equal to 1. And so we're only looking for ones that are even. So what we could do is we say if the sequence number is not even, then we add to it the sum of all Fibonacci numbers plus equal that number. And then, at the end we want to console log, or we want to return the sum of all the Fibonacci sequence numbers. And for it's 10 to here, because 10, the sum of all the odd numbers are there. So, and I'm going to just console, just to show what's going on here. If you log all the numbers in here, you'll see that we're logging the result down here, but we're logging all the odd Fibonacci numbers. And then if you check the sum while we're doing that, so here we've got 1, so 0 becomes 1, and then plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, and then 5 is equal to 10. If I did this console log below this, then we would get the 10 down there, but it happens afterwards. So that was just for illustration purposes. Yeah. Okay, so if we run the test, I think that this will pass. It seems like it's not. This should return something greater. Let's see here. 60696. Now, it's possible that this is a Fibonacci sequence number. So what my guess is that the counter should be less than or equal to number. Okay, that was what it was. So this is probably like a really great this is a really large Fibonacci number, 75,025, and I had to make it sure it was equal to it. And so now we're getting the right answer, and we should run the tests and then pass. Now there's probably a lot of ways that we could refactor this. Obviously we could use not obviously, but we can use a ES6 arrow function here. This is short enough to be on one line considering how long the rest of our code is. There's probably a way to just do it while we're in the counter here, instead of building the array and then going through this process of summing it up. We could probably just, say the counter, like right now, the sum of Fibonacci numbers is equal. We could say the sum of the Fibonacci numbers is equal to 1. And then we could add that up here. And then, if the counter isn't, then we do the sum of all Fibonacci numbers plus the counter. And then that gets us 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 1. So do you see what's going on there? Instead of getting the whole array of numbers, instead of doing that, we're just counting them as we're iterating up, which is more effective. And it's important that we put this above here because the counter is reset here, and that would mess up our return number. So we actually don't need that secondary iteration, which is going to make our program way faster. If we were doing this to a huge data set, having a while loop that created a big array, and then we went through the array and summed it up with conditional statements, that would be twice as expensive programmatically to do than just doing it this way. I mean, another thing that we're seeing here is this is a duplicate code, right? And so we could do something like, instead of adding a Fibonacci sequence like this, I would still say we'd want it in here, so we could have a function which would be like iterate up Fibonacci sequence. And here we would pass in, we should still call it counter just to make it easier for us. And then we can just say return the Fibonacci. We just would want to return the Fibonacci sequence here. And then instead of having this written twice, we could just say Fibonacci sequence and then throw in the counter. And then instead of doing this again here, we could write that here. And then we're still getting 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 1. So we're still getting the right test. Again, I'm just refactoring this code in the hopes of making it a little bit clearer to understand. So we add to the counter. If the counter is odd, we add to the sum, and then we iterate the counter up. And then, therefore, we just keep moving up the function line. So we don't need any spaces up there, and run the tests, they pass. Cool, so I was just going into more depth. The initial way that I wrote that would have worked, but programmatically this is more efficient, and I hope that this is a little bit easier to run. Iterate, so when you're reading this code, you're like, okay, the sum of fibs. And also, I don't like that it's called the sum of fibs. It should be the sum of odd Fibonacci sequence numbers. See, this is how I would name this function, because that would make it so it's more clear. When you're reading the thing, you're like, what does this function do? Sum of fibs, well, that just means, okay, it probably sums up whatever a fib is. But if you say sum of odd Fibonacci sequence numbers, it's like, oh, okay, cool. So we're just starting off with the Fibonacci sequence. The sum of the fibs is 1 at the point that we're doing this. Okay, so we've got a counter, and then we're just iterating up the sequence. So what does that mean? Oh, well, iterating up the sequence just means we're taking, the position at like 1 2 ago, and then 1 ago, and then we're adding those together, and then we're doing that to the counter. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So while the counter is less than the number, well, okay, cool, that number is the one thing that we pass in. Then we add to the Fibonacci sequence the counter. Got it. If the counter is odd, and you could also just extract this. We can make that a function, right? Is odd. Counter. And then we could just say is odd the counter. So if counter is odd, somehow that broke. Okay, I'm going to undo that real quick. What was here? If counter modulo 2 is not equal to 0. We want this to return. Oh, I see what we had to do. We had to return it. So I'm just going to redo this. And then we want to return. Yeah, and I think with the return, you don't need the brackets. No, you still do. Okay. Cool. So if the counter is odd, well, the sum of Fibonacci numbers is we add the counter to the Fibonacci number sequence, and then the counter is equal to, and then we iterate the counter up, and then we return the sum of the odd Fibonacci numbers. For me, that makes a lot of sense. This might not pass the test now because I changed to the thing. So Free Code Camp is actually making us call this sum fibs, which is fine, but I would do it differently. And everybody has their own way of programming. I'm not saying my way is better. I just like to try to make code that's a little bit more explicit. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next lesson.